Perfect. Well, how are you?
I'm fine.
How are you doing? We're joined by Arielle right here on the bike. How has your day been?
Long. It was such a great start. We were all so hyper and excited, and then we had a bit of a blip in that we went the wrong way.
Oh no.
Ended up in a dead end, and the only way we could get back is if I cycled this thing on my own with people pushing the back of it, because I can't come off because I've got to do the 50 hours.
Yeah.
So that was quite testing, and then it literally just set the mood for the rest of the day, whereas I thought like day 2 would still be a bit excited about it. But yeah, I mean, I'm still here, I'm still cycling. I think I've got like 40 minutes left, half an hour left.
Amazing. What are you most excited to do when you can get off the bike?
Have a seat that isn't a bike. I never want to get on a bike ever again in my life. I'm never getting one of these things.
I think you've
Not
done
unless I'm in the seat. There's the magical seats that have no pedals on it.
Yeah.
The static ones.
That's
here
what you
for
need.
it. I really want to come back to Leeds, but it's a bit tainted now. I'm actually coming back in May to play DJ gig on Canvas Yards. Not been there yet. But yeah, I can safely say I won't be cycling to it. I'll 100% be getting the train and walking.
What have you thought of Leeds? Apart from obviously being a bit tainted from the pain, what have your thoughts of Leeds been? What were your impressions?
Oh, it's so cool. I was just thinking the university is amazing. And also, it really made me like wish I was a student again, because I was so carefree and not having to worry about spending 50 hours a night. But it seems like there's like real effort here to look after everyone's mindset. Like there was like self-affirming quotes in the toilet, and I love how many music venues there are here. Like Leeds has always thrived in music scenes, and I just love that. Like we were in York yesterday, and I was like, "What's the main club in York?" And they're like, "Well, there isn't really one." And I couldn't believe that, especially when you're so close to like Leeds and Manchester and Sheffield. So it really surprised me. Whereas like Leeds always been thriving in music, and not just like one particular genre, like so many. So I've always like enjoyed coming here. I think it's my 3rd time. So.
Oh wow, yeah, amazing. Was there been in the last few days? Have you spotted anything from the bike that you've noticed that's been really funny or something really odd from
It's when people overtake you, so you think you're going at a good speed, and then suddenly like someone walks past you, and you're like, "Are we really going that slow?" And the first day, a jogger took us over, and I was like, "This is really." Sorry, 2 seconds. I'm trying to multitask.
Honestly, you're doing such a good job.
I can't make let the music stop, otherwise it gets dropped against me. 2 seconds. So yeah, that was funny. I also think it's really funny the people who don't realise that we can see them filming us from their windows. So they're like, open the curtains, and they're like, what's going on? The next thing they get the cameras. There's a guy that had 2 phones. He had one in landscape and one in portrait, and I was like, God, he's really
getting every angle of you guys.
Yes. So yeah, no, it's been amazing. And there's so many people who are so supportive, because like we have caused a bit of traffic, and like no one's been like get off the road. They're all just like toot toot, like really supportive.
Amazing.
It's really nice.
That's good. It's the north for you. Everyone's so friendly.
Oh, isn't it? Like I always people call me northern. I'm like, well, I kind of am being Scottish, but like yeah, definitely like one of my favourite things about the north is like you've got the gift of the gab, like us Scots do as well. So
definitely. Have you ever heard of the Otley Run?
Right, someone pointed out a pub, and they were like, "That's on the Otley Run," and I was like, "What's that?" And they're like, "It's a really good pub crawl."
It is.
Because I used to work in a pub on Pentonville Road in London when I first moved to London, and it was on the Monopoly boards, which they do a Monopoly board pub crawl. So you either got people at the beginning of the pub crawl at Pentonville Road, because that's one of the stops, isn't it? And they'll be fine, or they did it the other way and started in Park Lane and then ended up in Pentonville Road, and they were the ones who were in not so great a shape.
We ask everyone that we interview at LSR, what is your favourite meal deal?
What, as in like food meal deal?
Yeah. If you're popping into Co-op, there's Co-op in the Union, you've just hopped off the bike, you need something to eat, what are you getting?
I never really liked a meal deal because I'm not a huge fan of sandwiches, but I do love a wee cheese twist pastry.
Yeah.
I like 69p for a cheese twist. It probably isn't anymore, to be fair. But that from like the Sainsbury's bakery section is my fave.
Amazing, definitely.
Or a wee cheese and onion pasty, but they've got expensive.
Yeah, everything's got expensive now, I know. It's caused outroar in the Union. Everything is going up. The Co-op meal deal is no longer £3.